truth, one rant at a time. One mic, one truth, one rant at a time.
Welcome to the Lights, Camera, Rant Podcast. Your source for the latest on movies, TV shows, and video games. Get ready for ranting, raving, and reviewing. Here is your host, Lee.
I know, I nearly let that down. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to an episode of Lights Can Rant. As always, I'm your wonderful host, Mr. Rant, and we are going to be talking about the biggest news that's happened the past week, and we're going to be talking about the absolute holy shit moment with Gen V, and we're also going to talk about Marvel Zombies, which, I know it's a little bit late, but we need to talk about Marvel Zombies, the 4-episode arc that's been one of the best things that Marvel has produced this year, which we need to talk about. But if you come back for another episode, welcome. Take a seat, pull up a drink, and let's rant. If you're brand new, you're getting ready for an absolute hour of pure ranting session. The good, the bad, and ugly, and everything else in between. But let's start this off, which I would like to say a big shout out to Sky, who's just come past on our YouTube, because every single week we have episodes that come out every Tuesday, and we go live every single weekend to talk about the news and reviews all at the same time. As I said, I'm your wonderful host, Mr. Rand, but let's talk about what's been happening. But in this past week, a little housekeeping, I have to always talk about that first, is that I got to go to 2 movie premieres this week for both After the Hunt and Twinless, which we're doing our reviews very shortly, especially Twinless. That was something I wasn't expecting. That was a little bit different, but holy shit, if you get a chance to see this in the movies, go check it out. Our review for that will be coming on soon. Reviews for that have already dropped on our letterbox as well, so go check that out. And also over the weekend, I got to see the brand new Infinity Saga live in an orchestra performance right here in Victoria, Melbourne, which was bloody fantastic. This is a live performance of the Infinity Saga of the Marvel Universe, which has been in it's in America, it's been in London, and now it's finally come down here to Australia. And I have to say, it is absolutely brilliant. Just hearing these iconic scenes that we've grown up over the past, 16 years now. Just trying to think about, or 19 years now, just experiencing these scenes, both Iron Man, Thor, Black Panther, Miss Marvel, and of course Avengers Endgame. It is just something a little bit different with a live orchestra, just the immense of just hearing these themes. Another thing is Doctor Strange, seeing that was fantastic, hearing it, and I know a lot of people would also agree with we've seen the live performances. It's just a different experience. Especially, I know they've done it for Lord of the Rings, they've done it for Harry Potter, they've done it for Star Wars. Last year, I got to go to a John Williams event where they did all the iconic songs from John Williams. That was incredible, especially for me. Hearing the Jurassic Park theme live just took me back when I was a kid, and that was just something else entirely. Really felt it. But just seeing the portal scene for Avengers Endgame, hearing Doctor Strange's theme, hearing Black Panther's theme, when you see the first time Wakanda and the city, was just brilliant. And it's funny because I was watching this and I'm like, of course, we all know how incredible the portal scene is in Avengers Endgame. We've ranted about it, we've talked about it, it's been studied again and again and again and again. But I'm watching this, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, this is brilliant, but how? How are they going to top this in Avengers Doomsday and again in Secret Wars? Like, how? Now, don't get me wrong, like, as I've mentioned in previous episodes, the fact that we're getting new Avengers, we're getting Fantastic Four, we're getting the OG X-Men, we're getting the current Avengers as well, all mixed into one. And that's already a massive playing field that we're already getting into this. But just seeing what is you're going to watch this film, just watching going, holy shit, holy mother shit. Like that moments like that. Like the crowd in the orchestra, which, usually when you go to a live orchestra performance, usually it's, a little bit more, you don't cheer, you don't do anything proper. It's a little bit seen there. But seeing that, I was like, hey, Mr. Rant, let's go. This man, if you haven't already, which I mentioned this week, you need to go see this man on his brand new show, the Why So Serious podcast. I have to catch up the latest episodes, man, but I'm really glad that you're part of that show now and being the fourth member. And I don't think if I mentioned last week, these guys did a great job of basically announcing him as one Fantastic Four member, two Fantastic Four member, three Fantastic Four member, and now he is the fourth man. So definitely go check out their podcast, Why So Serious, on every single platform. I also do have their merch as well, which I'm sure, like, if you haven't already, mate, you're gonna be updating that merch. So, like, get my name on that and get everything else. The announcement was great because I did it all. Okay, well, there you go. There's no shock. No shock. The fact it was really because of you. That'd be why. But no, man, it's great to see the fact you're enjoying that and seeing what it's going to be. But yeah, I'd also be working on the new merch because now, a new member means new merch. Right there. That's what you got to get. But like going back to the orchestra, I was like thinking to myself, I'm like, how are they going to top this for Avengers Doomsday? Like going back was, usually in an orchestra performance, it's very subtle, you're very proper. But when people were still cheering at hearing the Marvel logo intro going off, people were cheering when Captain America picked up Thor's hammer. People were cheering at the portal scene. Like the environment was very reminiscent of actually going to theater and seeing this, just seeing the cheer, everyone going into it. Ages ranging from like 80 to like 10 were in this. I was expecting it. I thought it would just be more younger people, but nah, like it was just so incredible. So if you get the opportunity wherever you live to go see the Infinity Saga live in an orchestra performance, it's definitely something you shouldn't miss, especially like the Back to the Future musical, which was bloody brilliant even on top of that. So definitely go check that out. Oh, God, that's some good shit. But definitely go check it out. It's well worth it. Now, look, we need to talk about something that's really a bit sadly. The Spaceman from the Kiss band has unfortunately passed away. This is the first time one of the members of the iconic Kiss band have passed away. It's very sad. Our thoughts here and Lights Come Around, our thoughts go out to his pets, his family, his friends, the entire band. And that's the hard thing is these iconic bands, whether it be Kiss, whether it be AC/DC, whether it be Rolling Stones, whether it be, whatever band is that, as time comes for us all, essentially, which sounds really depressing, is that you see these bands that they may drop off or, sadly pass away as they get older, except for the Rolling Stones, which I'm pretty sure, they made a deal with the devil and that's how they're still going and that's how they're still all alive, given the fact, how much would be in their bloodstream to think about it. But, sometimes reporting on the news isn't always a bit, sometimes in the news, we don't always get nice things. Especially something like this wasn't a bit unexpected. But, our thoughts go out there for the entire Kiss band or the Kiss army, essentially. An icon has passed with Ace, the Spaceman. It's been basically all over my Instagram for the past week for all this. So, yeah, it's very sad. I'm a Kiss fan, and seeing this was a bit, that's really a shame. I've never seen Kiss live. It'd be interesting to see what the band's going to be doing moving forward. Because, what's happened. But, yeah, it's just really sad to see. Last time I saw Kiss, they were I'll watch on TV. Kiss also performed live at my AFL footy grand final. Oh, was that last year? Yeah, I think last year they performed that I was not expecting. And I felt for them because it was a really hot day, open air stadium, and the fact that they were playing with fireworks and the makeup, I was like, damn, that would be so warm. Now we're going to talk about a film that, look, it is not good for Marvel. It is the definition of being in development hell, which is the Blade movie. So, the Blade movie, which we have spoken plenty of times, and you all know how I feel about this film. How it is a tragedy. How it is just absolute darn shame that we haven't got this film yet. It does not have official release date. It is currently right now up in the ether of Marvel films yet to come. Because we were talking about how that currently right now what's on paper with an official release date is only Spider-Man Brand New Day, Avengers Doomsday, and Avengers Secret Wars. There's currently 3 films that are actually pen to paper that we'll be getting in the next 2 years. And, it's funny. It's another thing that I look back on and go to myself, I'm like, damn, like, what's next? Like, what's next after this? Well, we're going to have to get the next phase of Marvel and what films that are going to fill those gaps. Blade, Shang-Chi 2, Doctor Strange 3, Moon Knight Season 2, the new X-Men film, Black Panther 3. There's just so much that we need to get going moving forward. It is probably a really darn shame talking about all those films is that, Doctor Strange hasn't been able to finish his trilogy yet, but, Ant-Man has finished his trilogy. Iron Man's finished his trilogy. Cap's finished his trilogy. Thor's finished his trilogy. Well, quad trilogy, but there's also number Thor 5 that's meant to be rumored. And also Guardians of the Galaxy's done. There was also Miss Marvel 3, whether or not that's going to happen, because I know a lot of people really don't like Miss Marvel for some reason. Like, don't get me wrong, Captain Marvel, her first movie was, all right. Her second movie I thought was better, but at the same time, that was because of Kamala Khan. She really stole the entire show. She also steals the show in something else we're going to talk about later, but that's the thing is whether or not really clamoring for Captain Marvel 3, because unfortunately the Marvels didn't do too well at the box office, which we need to talk about another film that hasn't done very well at the box office and is being dubbed a franchise killer, which is really a darn shame if this isn't the case, but we need to rant about it moving forward. But so Mia Goth, she has been attached to Blade for a little while now, but in a recent interview, she has come forward and said the fact that she's still attached to it. She is glad the film is taking this time because it is something to get right. But I just hope that with the Blade movie, we do get it in the same type of way is how we got Marvel Zombies. Like, this film is, I know they're going to PG-13, I know, but like, give it the M, give it the MA, like, go hard. Like, you did that with Deadpool and Wolverine. Give it what it needs. Like, absolutely give it the MA rating and push it in the right direction, because it will be well deserved. Trust me, people like, and it's going to make as much money, but you're gonna get the people coming back to watch it again and again, as proven with Deadpool and Wolverine. So it is there. It is well worth to watch it. You should go. It should be that. But at least they're still attached to it. But trust me, I'm very much like a lot of people like you out there. Is that, are we ever going to get this film? Are we ever going to see Blade on the big screen? And by the time is that, are we only going to get one Blade, and that's it? And then they have to recast and reboot it again. Kenny Omar, thanks for coming past on YouTube. I don't know why I just did that. Thoughts on the new Superman? I didn't like it. I thought Henry should have come back. Look, it's widely debated, mate. It's very widely debated on what should have happened. Look, really, at the end of the day, what should have happened with Henry Cavill is he should have got Man of Steel. He should have got Man of Steel 2. He should have got Man of Steel 3. He also should have got Man of Steel 4. Like, he should have had an absolutely solid run as Superman, not this mixed match of Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Justice League, the Snyder Cut, which, Snyder Cut was still good. Sort of cameo, but not cameo in Shazam. And then him appearing in Black Adam, because we all liked Black Adam, didn't we? That was just a brilliant movie. Thank you, Rock. You really saved the DC in that, didn't you, mate? So I liked the new Superman. I thought the new Superman was good. It's just pretty much like someone giving you a really nice meal, and then you only get to only have 2 bites, and then someone's like, "All right, here's already the next one." But you're like, "Oh no, I still want to eat that." It's like it's too late. It's gone. Essentially, basically fast food eating. And I don't know why. Like, I get it, but just recently, Zack Snyder posted a photo of Henry Cavill's Superman. That he is Superman. I'm like, why? Like, I understand, like, the photo is fantastic because he's talking about what he shot it on. But mate, like, he is Superman, but he is no Superman anymore. And you should have reworded your Instagram post. Trust me, because we all wanted more Henry Cavill Superman. He was one of the best parts, and it was a solid thing to do Man of Steel at the very start to bring it to the big screen. But it's a darn shame that he's not gonna be that. But look, he's quite content because he's about to go make the Warhammer TV show on. I'm pretty sure it's Amazon that's going to be pumping it out. But Amazon is going to be bringing it out, and it's his baby. It's his baby. He loves Warhammer, and what it's going to mean for the future and what he's going to get. So he's all up for it. And I'm just hoping that they would do a lot better justice to the source material than what Netflix done. Because, we're all going to tune in for The Witcher, aren't we? With Liam Hemsworth. That's going to bomb harder than I do have a reference there, but I don't want to say it. It's going to bomb so hard, unfortunately for him. But yes, Margoth is pulling back. Margoth is still attached to Blade. Hopefully, we're going to get it one day. Now, this is something I was not expecting to read, or I wasn't really clamoring for it, or what's going to happen is a live-action Jetsons movie that has been reported that Warner Brothers is currently working on, and they're looking for Jim Carrey to star in it. Now, Jim Carrey and Jetsons as George Jetson, brilliant, all for it. A live-action Jetsons movie, come to think of it, I was like, why has this been done before? Like, we got the Flintstones, but why haven't we had a live-action Jetsons movie? Because you could really do it. Like, that would be so, like, especially with technology now, it can be done. But it'd be a comedy, like action, like a comedy family adventure type of film. So it could also fall in the category like this has been done before, or this isn't really anything different. But I think Jim Carrey would do a fantastic role in a Jetsons movie. And being live action, I think 100% pen to paper, you could do that. But it was really just like, yeah, all right, let's all right, I'm up for it. Like, but I just try to think, get the wife. Oh, you get Sydney Sweeney to play the wife. Get the kids. Tom Holland to play the son. Trying to think who could play get Zendaya to play the sister. Like, but then you get the robot and you get the dog, like all that. And trust me, there is so many AI things at the Jetsons is not even funny. Okay, the chef killer. What have we got? The most relevant live action film that would even be made. Jetsons weren't even relevant when it was a mainstream cartoon. Actually, I'm pretty sure the Jetsons did pretty good. Yeah, they did really good. It was the flip side of the fact that, hey, here's Here's the Flintstones, which is billions and millions years ago, and here's the Jetsons, which is millions and millions of years in the future. And a lot of people did like the Jetsons. I can still hear the theme in my head when I used to watch it as a kid. Look, that's the thing, is that right now Hollywood is, if it's not a video game adaptation, it's not like a deep comic book adaptation or a legacy reboot. It's going to be old cartoons that they're going to dive in and bring to the big screen to try and do something fresh and do something new. In brackets, new. So it's funny how like that comes into it. But yeah, how's Jetsons movie? Oh, like you tell me, like, who do you want to see the cast as the Jetsons? How type of live action do you want to be? What kind of story do you think they're going to be able to tell? It's going to be very interesting to see how this is going to come to light and how it's going to look. Speaking of films, how it's going to look is that a film that I completely forgot that was currently working in the background because I've been so like God of War TV show, Fallout Season 2, is the Horizon Zero Dawn movie that Sony is making. Apparently, in a recent interview, that it starts shooting this next year and it will be released in 2027. So, new Horizon Zero Dawn was one of the films that was announced by Sony Pictures that will be currently making between Gran Turismo, Uncharted, and they're also going to be making a Helldivers movie, which I am all up for. Bring me a Helldivers movie. That would be absolutely brilliant. I want to hear Liberty on the big screen, and I just want to, people are going to come in droves and wearing their outfits. It's going to be brilliant. Just going to make sure the fact it's going to feel like the game and not feel like Super Troopers, which it's semi-based off. That's my only contention for it. So make sure the fact it doesn't do that. But the film is Horizon Zero Dawn is coming out. So a lot of people, this does have a very big fan base in Horizon Zero Dawn. I do know the fact with Horizon Zero Dawn 2, it was kind of a little bit shaken. So I'm curious to what to see this adventure mech future type of game is going to come in the big screen. How it's going to look. There was no official cast list. There was no official release date this time, except for the fact that it will be coming in 2027. So as we roll close to 2026, definitely do expect for announcements on casting, all that fun stuff. I want to go how it's going to look. I'm all for it, but this for me has a big question mark on the style, the actor, and how it's going to look. Now, one, I am not questioning it at all because we have get a cameo. Is of course the brand new Supergirl movie that's coming out next year. Now, we have not got a trailer for this film. It is coming next year. However, in the recent, which James Gunn does a great job of giving you little tidbits of stuff on his Twitter, is that he has said the film is basically going to be a space movie, very similar to Guardians of the Galaxy. And how she's going to go to different planets, adventure. Probably don't expect the soundtrack. Or it's going to, but here we go. Kenny, why make a movie? We live in the days where basically we're just saying, hey, let's take the video game or cartoon and make it a movie, then flop most of the time. Just take a look at Minecraft, Jack to Old. Make it a movie, then flop most of the time. Just to take a look at Minecraft. Unfortunately, mate, that's just how Hollywood is at the moment. There's still original ideas there, but they're very far in between. But unfortunately, this is the stage that we're currently in at with Hollywood and what it's going to be. The tricky thing that you're talking about with Minecraft is that regardless of what people did or did not like about Minecraft, me being one of the people who would say there's a whole bunch of stuff I didn't like it, is that it made bank. It made absolute bank at the box office, which if I crunch the numbers right now, where are we? Box office. Here we go. Movie box office. To get you the actual numbers for you to show you how much is actually. Where are we? No. Nope. Where are we? Highest grossing movies 2025. Here you go. I was like, where? I'm like, I just had this the other day. So just to put it in contention is that Lilo and Stitch is the well, there is a movie called Ni Za 2, which nearly made $2 billion at the box office. The second film is Lilo and Stitch. It's made $1 billion worldwide. Next is the Minecraft movie, which has made $957 million at the box office. Jurassic World Rebirth is 886. How to Train Your Dragon is 635. F1 is 629. Superman is 615. Mission Impossible is 598. And Demon Slayer is currently made $581 million at the box office at this stage. Now, as we're coming, this list will definitely be changing because we're coming into both Avatar 3 and it's on Wicked Part 2 or Wicked Forever, which is on the horizon as well. And of course, we've got the brand new Predators movie, which looks absolutely mint. So I'm very curious to see where theirs going to stack up in this. It's been a very interesting year for the films. Next year is super packed for what's coming. Wow, even Freakier Fridays in the top 20. It made $153 million at the box office. Damn, that's not a film I would thought I'd see that as high as it did. What's been the least? What's been the smallest? Yeah, okay, there's a lot, but let's go up to a movie that sounds familiar. Currently right now, Black Phone has only made $10 million. Toy Story, the 2025 re-release, made $11 million. I didn't even know it was being re-released. That came out. Yeah, it's been a mix and match on this. Where am I looking? Yeah, Jaws re-release made more money. That made $60 million at the worldwide box office. Strangers Chapter 2 made $17 million. The Life of Chuck made $18 million. Thought it would make it more money. Huh. But if we just go straight to number 50 and up, Taylor Swift, the official release party of Showgirl, made $50 million at the box office. I really would guess that. But yeah, it's interesting. But like going back, this is just the state Hollywood's in at the moment. So unless it's as I said, unless it's a reboot, a legacy sequel, really old cartoons, the depths of comic books, of characters being the big screen, and it's really it. That's what and the originals that we have in between. That's really what the state of Hollywood is at the moment. Because if we look at that list, the original film on that list, that's not a live action remake or cartoon to big film, or video game to big film, is the F1 movie, which has made $629 million at the box office and is one of my top picks for a film this year that absolutely surprised me. Which I do believe that December it will be streaming on Apple TV, which would be fantastic. Until we go into a shift once again with Hollywood, it's coming hard, and especially what's becoming harder again for Hollywood is the rise of AI. We were just talking about it last week about how the SAG is talking about how AI actors can't be employed, or AI actors will not be used. But AI is becoming more of a problem, which AI should be used as a tool and nothing more, not to replace someone's job or anything like that. But it's with Sora 2, the fact that you can make an entire movie. And the tips of your fingers, you can make an entire movie, which sometimes people can't even tell the difference between if it's a movie or it's just something AI made, and that's what becomes harder. But we're going to get to this point where I think what will happen is we'll get all this AI stuff, and it'll be flooded. It'll be very flooded, and then we'll hit a point where someone just taking their camera and shooting a film something with just basic actors will become original again, and what people would really want. So almost like films become that 360 track back around to what they used to be, because it'll become, oh, this is an AI generated, this is a real film, oh, that's brilliant. Which I hope it never gets to that point, but it is a possibility with the rise of AI, which is really darn shame. But yes, this is what Supergirl, going back, this is what Supergirl is going to be. It's going to be a space movie with Jason Momoa playing Lobo. But let's talk about something else. Tron Ares. Unfortunately, Tron, which let me go down the list and try and find Tron Ares. Down. Tron Ares. So with being at this stage at Tron Ares on the highest grossing movies of 2025, Tron Ares at the worldwide box office is only at 73 million. So to put that in an idea of just how that really works is that currently right now, Downtown Abbey movie has been it, Naked Gun reboot has been it, Materialist has been it, Account 2 has been it, Karate Kid, Smurfs, Ballerina, Mickey 17, 28 years later, Freaky Friday, Snow White has been it, Weapons, Final Destination, Sinners, Thunderbolts, all these movies. So it's currently sitting at 38. And now there's a whole conversation that's really going around that this will be the franchise killer of Tron, and Tron will lay dormant again for a very long time. Because the hard thing is, Tron Legacy was, to me, a fantastic film. But as that can sometimes happen, is that what I think is fantastic and what people love is that it cannot perform very well at the box office. And I always talk about how Hook is one of my all-time favorite kids movies. It's fantastic. However, it was panned by critics and didn't do very well at the box office. The irony in that. And that's what we're having with Tron Ares. And speaking with other people in the movie, the cinephile communities, it would have been different with a different script, would have been different with a different leading man, how it's going to look. On pen to paper, the whole idea of the fact that Tron universe coming to the real world is enough premise to get the ball rolling. What it's going to be. Mr. DJ Fly High, thanks for coming past, man. Appreciate it. Come on, Tron had the same problem with most modern films. The annoying girl boss. What? No. She's like one of the least problems with the entire film, mate. Trust me. I'm sure that the person standing in front of it, her being Jared Leto, would have been a problem. But the thing is, if Jared Leto wasn't actually that bad in that film, it just, like, as I said in my review last week, it just didn't seem to, like, it didn't have the substance, it didn't have the kick, it didn't, visually it did. Visually, it did. The action, it did. I just didn't believe that Jared Leto would try that you are this dangerous weapon being God of War. Like, if you was, Keanu Reeves, but his type of action, John Wick, the gun fu and everything, 100%. I believe that you are the God of War, that you are the most dangerous thing in the grid, the system. Nope. That's not what I envisioned. The chef killer, Jared Leto, is guaranteed to make a movie flop these days. Unfortunately, his track record and his box office, that is indeed the case. But the funny thing is, this man, that wasn't the case for him many years ago. He was doing fantastic work in films. He won Oscar. His performances were fantastic. Just things like The Joker, Morbius, Tron Ares just hasn't been his ticket, or hasn't done really well. But then again, like, as I said, like, if you Jared Leto should get making back get back to making music. That's yeah, it could be Mr. DJ Fly High as they go back to making music. At this stage, I think he probably should do that for a little while. But let's see what. It's also I feel for him because of the fact he said that this film's taken 9 years to make. Can you believe Jared is 50 years old? No, he does not look like 50 years old. But just going to his films. Where are we? Films. Yeah, here we go. So his next big film for Jared Leto is where are we? Going down. His next one is he was in the Haunted Mansion? Really? Yeah, okay. Apparently he was in the Haunted Mansion. Didn't know he was in that at all. Oh, he was a ghost. Okay. So his actually next film is the Masters of the Universe film, which is coming out next year. He plays. Oh, okay. Ooh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of ranters and rantettes, I did not know this, but the next big film for Jared Leto after Tron Ares is He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, and he is playing Skeletor. I don't know if I forgot about that, although it was so far out of my mind, but yeah, he's playing Skeletor. So how that's going to look is very interesting. Let's say the case. Idris Elba's in that. Who's playing He-Man? I could not tell you what that guy's been in. Yeah, Mr. DJ Fly. No, yeah, he 100% is going to be playing Skeletor in live action. Yeah, where is the release date for that? June the 5th, June next year. My God, next year is stacking up to be so good. I knew this was in development, but I just forgot when it was coming out. And it's being it's being made by Amazon, which is interesting, and we'll be releasing internationally with Sony Pictures International, which is awesome. Which is awesome to hear, especially for me being here in Australia. That is sick. But yeah, there you go. So Jared Leto is playing Skeletor. That is his next big film, and June next year. Big shout to Hey Dom, thanks for coming past on YouTube. Appreciate it. But yeah, that's how that's going to look is a million. Yeah, pretty much that's going to be very interesting. So, just as a little contention for everyone, ladies and gentlemen, Ranters, the premise for Masters of the Universe currently now is 10-year-old Adam crash lands on his mother's home planet Earth, separating him from his ancestor power sword of Grayskull. 2 decades later, he takes his sword back, bears on the mantle of He-Man as he battles for his home planet in terror against evil forces. So, hang on, 10-year-old Adam crash lands on his mother's home planet, separating him from his ancestors' power sword Grayskull. 2 decades later, he takes his sword back and bears the man of He-Man as he battles. Okay, so he's going to be crash landing on Earth and then coming back. Okay, all right, that's going to be interesting. Mr. DJ Fly High, who given how the Smashing Machine, well, that was what I feel. My brain hurts. The Smashing Machine and Tron Ares were letdowns. Who's the worst, The Rock or Jared Leto? Given how the Smashing Machine and Tron Ares were letdowns, the Smashing Machine actually has got I heard more positive reviews for the Smashing Machine compared to Tron Ares, but being as more critically claimed. Bigger is Tron Ares at the moment, but the Smash Machine is not too bad. There's also Oscar talks for The Rock. playing that. So it's going to be interesting. Dom, where are you from, mate? Australia. Australia, mate. That's where I'm from. Where are you from? But yeah, Smashing Machine's actually not doing too bad at this stage. Yeah, holy fuck, I just had an aneurysm reading that. Yeah, so did I. So did I. Trying to read that. Yeah, I know. I was just trying to read it going, how this makes... Well, just go and look at it. God damn. But yeah, actually, I'm going to have a look at it. Let's break this down. Like, come on, let's break this down together. So 2026 in film. List of, no, I don't want a list of American films. So what we got kicking up? Living in Dom. My bad. Most of the DJ flyer. My bad on the typo. Yeah, man. Yeah, I was just like my brain was trying to read it. All good. I know what you meant though. Dom, live in England, but originally from Greenland. Oh, thanks for. I don't know what time it is over in England, but if it is late, no, it should be early. If it should be early, thanks for coming past, and nice to meet you too, mate. With these episodes coming every Tuesday, we go live every weekend. So I know this sounds generic, but if you do hit that subscribe button, definitely stick around and subscribe, and it'd be good to see you come around more often. So why we're talking about this, let's go into the 2026 films, because I know it's getting stacked. Greenland 2 with Gerard Butler, which is essentially another disaster movie. Where are we? 28 Days Later, The Bone Temple. Definitely go check that out, because there's 28 layers this year. And I think it is the shortest break between two sequels coming out, which is really cool. From a sequel to 2 and 3, that's the shortest break ever done in film, I do believe. We've also got, trying to think of the ones that really stand out. Scream 7. Scream 7 is coming out with Neve Campbell returning and Courtney Cox. Thank God. That's in February. That's coming around. Where are we going? So, like, these ones are that Super Mario Galaxy movie that's coming in April. Ready or Not 2 in April. The Mummy. Which Mummy film's that? Oh, that's it. Sorry, yeah, the Mummy film is the reboot with Blumhouse and Warner Brother Pictures. That's apparently meant to be super dark, and I'm really actually looking forward to that. Also, The Devil Wears Prada 2, which I can't believe they're making a sequel to that. Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat 2 is also coming, which got delayed. We're definitely going to be eating in May, because Mortal Kombat 2 and the Mandalorian Grogu movie come out the same month. Masters of the Universe, the untitled Steven Spielberg film, Scary Movie 6, Toy Story 5, and Supergirl all came out in June. Holy shit. That is awesome. Dude, did you super sticker? Thanks for the super sticker, mate. Oh, holy shit. Thank you, mate. Holy shit. Wow, dude, you didn't have to do that. Wow. Dude, I appreciate the super sticker. That's super awesome. Thank you. Wow, holy crap. You've completely caught me off guard. Lights, Camera, Action. Yes. 100%. Lights, Camera, Action. Very much. Don't know who you're praying to. Nah, it's AI. Maverick Grace is a lot of money. Yeah. Thanks, man. You didn't really have to do that, but appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. You just gotta be really caught guard. Sorry. Definitely. Definitely. Sorry. Going back into the movies. July, we've got Minions 3. Young Washington. What the hell is that? It's an upcoming epic historical war drama film about young Washington. Sure, that's going to do really well. Also in July, we do have Spider-Man Brand New Day, Evil Dead Burn, which is the sequel to if the 2023 Evil Dead Rise. So we're getting that. So that's going to be great. Also, Coyote versus Acme. So I'm really looking forward to that film. Definitely you guys need to go check that out. It's we fought for that film, so we really need to go see that film. Also, Clayface is in September. The Resident Evil film. Hopefully that's gonna be good. October, the brand new Last Airbender film, animated film is coming out then. The Social Reckoning, which is a sequel to the Social Network film. That's going to be interesting. Street Fighter is coming out. The new Hunger Games is coming out then as well. The Jumanji sequel is coming out. Avengers Doomsday. Doom Part 3, which those two films are going head to head. Why? So we're eating good. We're definitely eating good next year. But I'm actually you guys have actually got me quite curious for 2027 if there's any little surprises, because sometimes when you look up these stuff, there's always surprises on what the tentative date and what it's going to look like. Where are we? 2027 in film. Okay, I guess we can't go that far. That's wild. Usually we can go that far. No, actually, we cannot go that far, which sucks. Anyway, that sucks. We can't go that far, but we can. Thanks, Dom. Thank you, mate. I subscribe. Appreciate it. Also, just be sure to say to Woolarie. Ooh, I probably butchered that terribly. Woolarie. Pretty much for subscribing as well. Thank you so much thank you so much for everyone coming past and subscribing. All the fun stuff. But actually, I'm going to just look at this. I'm pretty sure we can look in a different place for this. Come on. Come on, Jory. Here we go. Larry. Call me Larry. Oh, my God. I feel terrible. I'm probably butchering this terribly, mate. So sorry. Sorry. I'm so sorry. All right, but let's talk about 2020 film cinephiles. What have we got? So we've got another Blumhouse film coming out in January. We have the brand new Ice Age film that's coming in Feb. We have the Untitled K-pop movie. There is also a new Disney film that's Untitled that's coming out in Feb, which is interesting. Apparently in March there's an Untitled DC film. There's also another Disney film that's coming out then. Sonic the Hedgehog 4, Godzilla vs. Kong Supernova, the sequel to Passion of the Christ, the Resurrection of the Christ, Part 1. That's, oh my God, a Part 1. Holy shit. The Legend of Zelda movie comes out that year. Star Wars Starfighter, How to Train Your Dragon 2, Beyond the Spider-Verse, Men of Tomorrow, The Quiet Place Part 3, The Simpsons movie 2, Miami Vice movie, the new one, that's being done as well. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie 2, The Batman Part 2, Frozen 3, Lord of the Rings, Hunt for Gollum, and Avengers. Oh, is that the case? Are you from Africa? Nope. I'm not from Africa. I'm from Australia, but I appreciate it. All-time favorite movie, Back to the Future, mate. Back to the Future. This is interesting, actually. According to this, long ago on December. Yeah, it looks like for 2027, in December the 17th, it will be Avengers: Secret Wars versus Lord of the Rings: Hunt for Gollum come out the same day at this stage. So Lord of the Rings versus Avengers is going to be that box office. Well, next year we get Avengers versus Doom Part 3. Going to be a really big film for Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum. But as we get more details on that, but 2027 is also looking to be a stacked year. Have a good night, the one. You have a good night too, man. Appreciate it for coming past. But yeah, it's it's interesting to see what's coming out for 2027, who's going to be versing who. But we need to chat. We need to talk about this. I really want to talk about this. Is that we need to talk about Gen V. We need to talk about Gen V, ladies and gentlemen. We got the latest episode that came out this week was Gen V, episode 7, which is an insane twist that we got. Like, holy shit. If you haven't watched Gen V, definitely go and watch it. Definitely, if you don't care about watching it, stick around. Let's rant about it and tell me what you think about it. But yeah, Gen V, it's the gap. It's very much the gap between the bridge to the last season of The Boys, which, if you haven't watched The Boys, I highly recommend it. It is a little bit weird, and it's a little bit different, but holy shit, like, it's definitely something you need to go check it out, because as we approach the last season of The Boys, it is incredible. It is incredible. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be gut-wrenching, everything. But with this last episode, it's going in a direction I wasn't expecting with Cypher. So Cypher, who we thought was going to be the new bad guy, leading up to this entire point, we thought he was the bad guy. What's so secret about his powers? How does he not feel pain? How does we control him? And it's Godolphin. It's the original Godolphin who started the school, who want to be the supers. And we find out the fact that he is actually the man behind it, and what he wants to do, because he can control people, is that he wants to cull the herd of superheroes so only gods walk among us into this land, along to school. So he's literally going to walk out there and go kill as many superheroes as possible who have the weirdest powers. Like, don't get me wrong, like, nobody should die. But I do also slowly understand the point, the fact that if your powers are weird, like, get webbed toes, or get something weird, then I fully understand that probably you're not really a superhero, especially but there is one superhero out there that should always never let him go, and that's a superhero called Cocaine Man. Which when he has cocaine, he gets always superheroes. He's not in Gen V, but he's always one of my favorite superheroes, because of the whole idea of the fact that this man runs on cocaine. That's how he gets his superpowers. It's just insane. So it is real. Go check it out. There is such a man as Cocaine Man. But the writing for Gen V is just brilliant. It's just the absolute twist in that on what you think is going to be, and just going around. Big shout out to Amira, please. Hello, sir. Hello. Thanks for coming past on YouTube. Appreciate everyone who's come past today. Has been absolutely brilliant. I appreciate all your questions, and just we're talking about. I've always loved to talk about this stuff. But yeah, Gen V is just being that show that, at the very start, I was being a little bit like, okay, like, it's getting weird, but where's this going to lead to? But what we've gotten, the fact that, we can find out these superheroes can actually, like, really, if they want to get better at their powers, they can learn, they can get stronger, how to be the best thing. And the fact that, we find out that that Marie is actually meant to be one of the super superheroes, essentially, like God tier, if we will. Same with Homelander, and that's what her powers are. We do also get the cameo in this episode as well, connecting it further into the next season. How this last episode of the show is going to wrap up. Like, how do you beat a villain that can control other superheroes? And look, we get Andre's father, who does a fantastic job, which is a great fight scene at this episode where you try and fight someone who can control other people, is just incredible. It's just fantastic. And again, I have to shout again, Dom. Thank you very much for the super sticker, because it's never happened to me before. in the past 4 years of doing this, and it's just incredible, mate. And thank you. That absolutely means the entire world to me. The fact that what you've done, it just means so much. But yeah, what and this is the thing I do like. I know that between you, me, and everybody that we talk about how the superhero genre is over flooded. It is just a mess, and all that. And it's just been so much. Gen V is so refreshing and so different, and answers the questions that you think, what would happen with superhero, in the real world? There'd be a dick, or what happens if you got weird superheroes? What happens if you had really good powers, versus the really bad? Like, how would you react to that? A big shout out to Blackboy24. Hi, mate. Thanks for going past. But just seeing it. Also, FS, have you played Ghost of Tsushima? Yes, I have, mate. Loved it, but I have not played Ghost of Yotu. I haven't played that, but so far, what I can see from all the reviews from it, it's good. It's solid, but it's not like wow, like the first one. It's just more like good. That's it. That's really what I've been seeing from. It's good. They've amped everything. It's up. It's fantastic. But it's nothing really. Also, I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good day too. Thanks for coming past as always. To everyone who doesn't know, I am Mr. Rant. I have it on my hat. So definitely subscribe if you do enjoy it. But yeah, so that's what I love about Gen V. In a world that is oversaturated with superheroes, is the brilliant thing with Gen V is that, it's a little bit crude. It's a little bit disgusting. You will gag. It's definitely a real world base on what superheroes could be. What happens if superheroes were in the military, and just answers that question. And then Gen V does this. Gen V the whole show just gives you what you think it's going to go, gives you that curveball, or gives you front of face, in your face curveball that will make you gag. FS, I subscribe. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It helps a lot. So, and I know, people sometimes say you don't like Gen V that much, but trust me in saying it is well worth the price of admission. When I say price of admission, Amazon, I just wish, with Amazon, you didn't. I just wish they didn't have the ads. Trust me, I like getting the fact you get Amazon Prime and everything, but just the ads are so annoying. And especially the fact that here's my volume level. Yeah. Here's the ad. And then back down to normal. Or something really interesting happens and then boom, here's the ad. So I'm like, it's really annoying and I really hate it. But then again, police the price is one of the shortest. Also, Block Wolf Craft. Hi, mate. Thanks for going past. Appreciate it. So, but yeah, the last, you're British. Oh, no. I'm not British, but Australian, mate. So, not British. FS. I'm going to play Black Myth Woolgon next month, but is it worth it to buy it? Oh, look. Definitely, Black Myth Woolgon is well worth to buy it, mate. That is a game that has been a lot of expectations. It is fantastic. It is, it's a brilliant game. It's a darn shame, in fact. Wow, I'm just trying to think of the year. Was it this year it came out or last year? Holy shit! I'm just trying to remember now which year it came out. Geez, it's well worth it. It's so worth it. It is a hard game. We're doing Elder Ring type of level, but it's so worth it. It's I have not heard many people complain about that game at all. So it is so worth it to play it. I've played it. I didn't finish it because I got so frustrated. I'm like, I suck at these type of games. Just give me Helldivers. But Gen V, going back to Gen V, 100% this episode was what we need to. This is the one we need to lead at the final. The final is this week, next week, depending on when you listen to this episode. So definitely go check that out. And now we need to talk about Marvel Zombies, which is absolutely peak of Marvel content this year. FS, I'm so ready for it. Do it, mate. Do it, mate. 100%. Do a backflip. Unfortunately, I can't because I can't do a backflip because this chair doesn't let me do it. And also, I've been drinking, so it'll be multiple backflips in one sitting. Black Wolf Craft. I live in New Zealand. Oh, all right. So you're literally just right across the pond for us. Chef Killer. The Marvel Zombies. Only if you had a cool guest on the discuss with it, mate. I'm gonna message you about that. It's a long story. But I'll go message you about that. BPS. Aussie. 100%, mate. Aussie. Oi oi. Have you played Marvel Rivals? I have played Marvel Rivals, and that's why another reason why I'm actually talking about Marvel Zombies at the moment, because apparently, which I think this is a brilliant idea, an absolutely terrifying idea, and I think this is going to be so cool. So apparently, it's rumored or hinted to the fact that Marvel Rivals will be introducing a Marvel Horde mode with Marvel Zombies. So you have your team of 4, and you're going to attack. Basically, I couldn't think of anything more brilliant. You bring in COD Zombies essentially with 4 Marvel characters, and it's just a Horde mode of Marvel Zombies. Like, holy shit! That is sign me up. Like, that's just going to be brilliant. Blockboy 24. What's going on? What's going down? We're talking about Marvel Zombies, mate. We're talking about how Marvel Zombies and how the fact that it is they're going to have a mode that's basically Marvel Zombies Horde mode. Now, I know a lot of people don't like. We were also talking Blocky Boy 24. We're also talking about Gen V, and we also spoke about other movies as well. Is there any for you? The good guy. Oh, you sound like a good guy, mate. You sound like a good guy. Is there any food you like to eat right now? I could totally go for a Parma and chips. At the moment, chicken schnitzel. I'm all right there. What if Spider-Man becomes the new holder of the Conju? Ooh, that would be cool. Look at this, Brocky. Unreal. Okay, Green Hub. Also, FS. I do wish they did a Ghost Team issue too, because I love the first one, but it is what it is. Yeah, I know about that. Yeah, Ghost Team issue. I know a lot of people really want a second one. It's hard. It's hard because sometimes you want a sequel, but then you're like, what? I want a sequel, but I want the sequel right there. But then you get this, and you're like, yeah, it is pretty good, but it's not exactly what I wanted. It's not what I wanted, but But look, I have no doubt there's a high talks for Ghost of Tsushima 3 or Ghost of Yoto. There will be a third one, 110%. This is a brand new IP for Sony, and they are going to make games out of this. And don't get me wrong, like, yes, Ghost of Yoti wasn't hasn't done a lot of big things in the sense of being the big impact of Ghost of Tsushima did. That's for different reasons, but it was still got rave reviews altogether. Have you tried shepherd's pie? Shepherd's pie is fantastic, and it's delicious. That is fantastic. Sky, since Spider-Man is available personally out of country, since Kamala is being controlled, Ant-Man might die. Is Spider-Man is available personally out of country since being controlled? It may be. It might be. Yeah, actually, yeah. See, Marvel Zombies has 100% gone to the. Oh, hey, I'm sorry. Epson, what would say is better, and what should I buy? Ghost of Yoto or Black Myth Wugon? Ooh, that's a hard one. if you like the Ghost of Tsushima universe and world, 100% go with Ghost of Yotai. But I do feel like Black Myth should also still be in your contention of games to play because that is a bloody fantastic video game. I highly recommend it. The Northy guy, thanks for coming past. Do you play Souls games, mate? I've played Souls games and I am utterly terrible at it. I am so bad that I'm literally like, nah, give me Grand Theft Auto, nah, give me Red Dead, or give me Helldivers, or give me a simulation game because I just get murdered like there's no tomorrow. Just absolutely murdered. It doesn't matter. Also Tyrone Everest. How are you doing? I'm doing good, mate. I'm really doing good. Thanks for coming past. FS, what's your opinion on God of War and God of War Ragnarok? Both absolutely brilliant games. One of the best things that has ever come on PlayStation, and you should buy them without a shadow of a doubt. The story, the music, the action, everything. The entire quadrilogy? No. Quadrilogy? No. Fifthology? Oh, like all five is fantastic. I just really wish that they would bring out, like, here's the full pack. Here's all 5 games with it all remastered, all of it, and just do one big pack, which they might do for when the God of War TV show on Amazon will drop, just to get you up to speed. Wow, this is no. Here we go. Skype. I feel like the Red Guardian, Blade, Night Thor, Groot, and Rocket were killed so quickly. They were. Elena was, but Elena's story was fantastic. And this is what I was saying about Marvel Zombies, is I like the fact that we got all these young superheroes that have been introduced over time, but we finally have gotten them, which is fantastic. They're finally on the big screen. You know, Kamala Khan, Shiri, all of them. It's just great to see them. But yeah, Thor. Oh God, Zombie Thor was just incredible. The aura around that man. But the Blade and Khonshu, that was one of the best fucking things. FS, I agree. I played the full story, but never 100%. So that's next for me. The Northern guy, God of War Ragnarok could have been better. A lot of potential was there. I wish Odin was much cooler and hope to see more of Thor. Yeah, I do. See, that's the whole thing, is you think of like what Odin could have been and what Thor could have been, especially how Thor died. That's the hard thing, is you would like to see more of them, but I found that the whole story of Thor Ragnarok all work together, but there are points where I wish I could get more. And I know there's a whole thing right now with God of War 6 on he's going to go to Egypt and stuff like that. What's going to happen? He's going to verse all Egyptian gods, which would be so cool. But you know, do we really, like, the question is, do we really need God of War 6? Do we really need it, or do we just put this whole franchise to a rest? That's my question. Like, do you risk of ruining the story? But yeah, so go back to Marvel Zombies. Is that, we only got 4 episodes for this. This is a spin-off from What If, but the story, how bloody it was, the combination of characters, hello Namor came back, and what a threatening villain this was on what we got. And Wanda coming back, being the villain again, yes, but the whole scene with all the Asgardians, that was so creepy and menacing, and this has been one of the best things that have been produced by Marvel coming out this year, between Marvel Born Again, between the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Thunderbolts, Cat 4, Fantastic Four, and this. We have been eating so well with Marvel this year. However, the only one I haven't watched is Eyes of Wakanda. Haven't watched that, but I did read the fact that the animation company that made that, unfortunately, has gone under. So that's a darn shame. And the last show that we were meant to get this year was Wonder Man. However, that's been pushed to January. Northern guy. Marvel. Sorry, I know. FS. Did you hear Odin's screaming rage? Shit. It could have been better. Could have been better. Another go. Marvel Zombies ending was weak. It was cool. I didn't really like the animation. They can do better in action animation. It was okay. The ending, I know a lot of people didn't like the ending. Now, I know for a lot of people also didn't like the fact it was 4 episodes. However, one of the producers did come forward and say why. Was that the original plan for Marvel Zombies, it was going to be an animated movie. However, they, because of the stupid riots with Spider-Man, was how they got away with using Spider-Man for your friendly numberhead Spider-Man was the fact that the weird thing is that Marvel Studios can use Spider-Man without Sony's interference as long as it's in TV show format for a particular amount of time. And they really want to use Spider-Man because of What If. So to use Spider-Man, which was so worth it, because the fact that the whole scene of where he's cutting off the zombies' heads with his webs was brilliant. But to get that, to get that, and for some amount of time, that's basically why it was 4 episodes. So it's I know it wasn't everyone's cup of tea, but like it was like what they had to do just to get Spider-Man involved. I do hope they make season 2. Absolutely loved it. Just the cameos, everything in between that we got for that. Just the bloody kills was just awesome. So awesome. FS. Actually, sorry. Daniel26. Who needs free VPN? No, thank you. I'm all good. FS. What's your opinion on upcoming Spider-Man Brand New Day movie in Avengers Doomsday? Ooh, how much time do you have, mate? Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm so excited for the fact and what that's going to look with. Apparently, we're getting the Hulk, we're getting the Punisher, all in this film. I'm so excited for this and for him to become more of a Spider-Man in his own universe, meaning the fact that we're going to get Spider-Man where he's living by himself, he's living in his apartment, and Zendaya and MJ. Who's that going to be involved? Gwen Stacy. Who's going to be the villain? I just don't get me wrong. It's most likely not going. It's going to make a shit ton of money at the box office. Probably not as much as Spider-Man. No Way Home for obvious reasons. But I'm really curious to see where this is go with Marvel moving forward and going into this brand new universe. Avengers Doomsday, man. Avengers Doomsday. It's going to be insane. It's going to be brilliant. I don't care what anyone says. I just can't wait to hear the Avengers theme again. And the fact that you got Fantastic Four, you've got Avengers, New Avengers, and the OG X-Men all mixed into this is just so awesome. The Northern guy, Spider-Man Spider-Verse animation with all the bloody gore would have made it 10 times better. That would have to left me What If animation behind. I like how the show was good, could have been excellent. Mate, shit, 100%. I couldn't agree with you more. The Spider-Man Beyond Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse animation for Marvel Zombies would have been chef's kiss. Shouldn't we be discussing the political climate state of the world? I like Batman. No, we should be. The political world at the moment is just. Let's be. Of course, I'm right there with you. Let's talk about Batman. Northern Guy. What about the Peacemaker? Did you like season 2? I felt it was good. Again, the ending was weak. Especially how Jay is going to hyped it is. Hyped it is a great watch. Mike, can I be next? Yes, I guess. Also, hi Zayden. Hi Space Raider VR and FS. I love chatting about games and movies with you. You're exterminating my boredom. Happy to help. Trust me. Happy to help anytime with your boredom. Trust me. I'm okay. Also, yeah. Hi. DC are running the gauntlet at the moment. Yeah, a little bit interesting. Sorry, I get my name right. Sorry. Space. That's what I'm reading. Space Raider VR. Is that what I'm reading? I could be reading, I could be wrong. But going back to the Northing, to the Nothing Guy. I don't know where you get Northing from. It is James. James, are you bald? Oh, I'm not bald. I just my hair's short. That's all. You're actually the first person who's asked that. Yeah, see, Peacemaker season 3 it's a shame because every episode was so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so good, absolutely so good. And the ending, I get the ending. It has that shock value, but it's not what I thought it was going to be. So, yeah, again, as James going to hype it up. Like, don't get me wrong, it does slightly ruin this whole show as a whole, because it's like, hell yes, what? And that's probably it's because he hyped up the ending so much. I was thinking, all right, is it going to be a Superman cameo? Like, who's going to appear in it? We didn't get that. It definitely leads into what's going to be next. We're so excited for it. So definitely, unfortunately, yes, someone did also say, sadly, no season 3 of Peacemaker. Somebody said that. Yeah, so no season 3 of Peacemaker. So, mate, it's so no season 3 of Peacemaker, but it'll be a new series called Checkmate. So that's basically what it's going to be working on. What it's going to look at. Peacemaker is still going to appear in the MCU, whether it's going to be Man of Tomorrow or Checkmate, but he's still going to appear in that as well. So that's why there's no season 3, but it's going to be Checkmate. DC, Nothing Guy. DC going to be so peak, bro. Love it. Right now they're doing good. Right now it's good. I just hope it stays that way. FS. My favorite show since childhood is The Flash CW. There talks about a movie. I hope they do it. I don't know if they're going to do it, man, because now it has to all go through James Gunn, whether or not they're going to do it, especially the fact of how terrible the Flash movie was with Ezra Miller. Yes, we got some really great moments. We got some really cool things from that film, but overall, that film was an absolute disaster. The marketing for that was disastrous. Everything was just everything, but we got some really cool moments. Basically, a full shit sandwich. Shit, nice, shit. As essentially what that film was. And a Nothing Guy. Remove the final episode of the whole show, and it's absolutely great. Exactly. Peacemaker season 2. That's the whole thing. Whole show is great, except for the last episode. You're just like, okay. Is that the best we could get? Like, nothing else? Is that really it? Like, damn. FS, yeah, I agree. I've never dared to watch it. You don't need to watch it. You don't need to watch Ezra Miller's A Flash. 100% you don't need to watch it. It is, God, there's like episodes on how it's going on. Just, I've ranted about it so many times. Ranted about it constantly about that film. I think I was an episode going back. I'm pretty sure it was like a 2-hour episode with me and another guy, where we just ripped it apart from shreds. Also, The Nothing Guy, Daredevil season 2. Are you excited for it, mate? I could not be more excited for season 2 of Daredevil. The fact that Jessica Jones is going to be in it, the fact that we're only in March is brilliant. Kingpin, and the fact that season 3 is on the horizon, and we're also getting the Punisher special. It's going to be so good. The writing for Daredevil again is just so good, and the fact that it does go in that little bit that darker area, I'm all up for it. Especially the ending of Daredevil Born Again, season 1 of what we got at the end was just wow. FS, I'm so annoyed they canceled Moon Knight season 2. The first season was badass, dude. Moon Knight is just wow. Like, you get something that trends on social media, trends on TikTok, You get a fantastic performance, one of the best writing, one of the best endings to a Marvel TV show, and he's currently in limbo is a crime, an absolute crime. And I really want to see him talk to Deadpool. I think that would be brilliant. Talk to She-Hulk. That would be brilliant. So it's just a shame the fact that that's. Oh, I hope he comes up and I hope he reappears in Doomsday, but I doubt it. The Nothing Guy. Especially all the drama before the film just ruined it. Even more, Ezra Miller was the real Reverse Flash. He was, Ezra Miller was indeed, it really was the Reverse Flash. Because, wow, that just... there was just so many things about that film. Like what it was originally going to be. We're going to have Cyborg. We were going to get the Reverse Flash. There's a film that if you do have time, I'd recommend watching. And this is what the plot for the Flash film was going to be. It was called The Flashpoint Paradox. This was the original idea for the film before it went through changes, before everything with Justice League. So the Flashpoint Paradox was what this film was going to be about. It's based on a fantastic Flash comic book, and the cartoon movie is brilliant as well. And I highly recommend watching it. It's animated, but once you watch this, you just like, God damn, why can't we have nice things? Ove, hello Ove, Dango ASN. Where are we going into this? Midnight Suns, Nothing Guy. Midnight Suns would be a great way to make a Moon Knight appearance. It'd be great. I'm sure, I think I've read somewhere that's also up contention as well. That's very possible as well. Ezra Miller was Flash in real life running away from the police. Yes, he was. See, that's another thing that can be absolutely studied. Nothing. The Flashpoint Paradox is one of the best reads for a superhero. It is. And that's what really gets to me with that's what the Flash was originally meant to be at one point. And I'm like, wow, you Superman, Cyborg, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, again, the blood, that'd be hell yeah, Shazam, all of it. Yeah, that's what we got. We're like, there you go. That's what you wanted? Yeah. Like, it's overcooked. It's not exactly what you ordered. I've had to change a couple of things in it. But, you wanted this, so eat up. You're going to love it, right? Yeah, come on. You're going to enjoy it. That's the darn shame. That's a damn shame of all. The entire... Here's an episode I made. If you guys got time, go back. And I made an episode about how of a list of all the DC films and the post Man of Steel that were announced, rumored, and we haven't got them. So I did a whole list. And once I did an entire episode, I thought to myself, we were robbed. We were just so robbed. The Nothing Guy, man, the whole complexity and the whole point of changing one vent can led to so much disaster events was crazy. Exactly. And that's the thing. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, the Flashpoint Paradox was still the fact saving his mother. And that point was in it, but probably it's still not the right execution on how it was meant to be. It's just, I guess I know things have to be different, but let's go look at the Flashpoint movie. The baby saving scene, the CGI was terrible. All of it was just bad. Don't get me wrong, I was right there with everybody was going, holy shit, Michael Keaton, and holy shit, Supergirl, which was some of the best parts, but everything else, I'm like, this is just shaky. So shaky. Liam, Tony, guess what? Jesus loves you. Yeah, I'm sure he does, and I love him too. And I'm sure he also does dislike the Flash movie. FS, have you platinum God of War, the Spider-Man's, Ghost Issue, and Batman's? I'm going to attempt the platinums. I haven't platinum because generally what I'll do is I'll play them and try to review them. I never really get to the platinum stage, or I get frustrated because I can't get the final last thing that we platinum. I think the only game I've platinum and so proud with it was Batman Arkham Knight. I was like, Yes, I'm done. And if that's the only one I have under my belt, I will take that to my grave. The Nothing Guy. You see Barry and Wally crashing out on one of the control panels. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a sound. It's just when life reflects movies and movies reflect comic books. It's the funny thing. And what you think on how Isla Miller's career is just gone. Exploded. Just absolutely exploded from what it was going to be. FS. The only thing I'm scared when platinum Batman Arkham Knight is annoying. I know. The Riddler things drove me mad, but I'm a big Batman fan. Batman is my favorite superhero. I have a tattoo of Batman of the bat symbol right here on my chest. Batman, basically, and then the bat symbol, and then breaking up to bats going on my shoulder. I got that for the 75th anniversary of Batman, and it was sort of like, regardless of the Riddler stuff, I got to finish this. The Arkham Knight trilogy is one of the best all time. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's one of the best of all time, and you need. Actually, it's funny talking about Arkham because was it yesterday or today marks 15 years. 15 years since Arkham City, which is insane. The Nothing Guy. I just got my 14th plat last week. I just got a test for a few weeks. And my UFC, I'm cooked. Oh, wow. That's insane, man. FS. I'm also gonna attempt to platinum Go of War, but the Valkyries are gonna be the worst and the most annoying. Yeah, mate. Good luck. Good luck on that. That's gonna. Yeah, that's gonna be brilliant. That's really gonna be something. But good luck. But yes, Marvel Zombies. Definitely go check it out. It could have been better. But like it's something that we definitely need a sequel to. Hog thanks. Hog Rider, you look like a soccer player. Thanks. Appreciate it. K Singh. Joe K, man, thanks for overacting. Nah, I'm all right, man. I'm all right. It's all right. It's all good. I think I don't understand English very well as well. I'm German. I don't understand English very well as well. I'm German. Okay. Oh yeah, I was like, what do you mean? Oh yeah, that makes sense now. But yes, sorry. Definitely, if you haven't already, go check out Marvel Zombies. It's well worth the price of admission. Hope we get a season 2, especially how it ended. And right now, currently, I'm watching Gen V. And when Gen V ends on the horizon, we've also got, which is kind of around the corner, is, of course, the next big TV show launch is Fallout Season 2, which is dropping in December, which I'm really excited for. Hello, Clark MLW. Hi, mate. FS, I really appreciate your good luck and will cherish it for shitty Riddler and Valkyries. Godspeed, man. Just Godspeed. Godspeed. I feel you. Trust me. But yes, next big TV show, of course, is Fallout Season 2, which is dropping in December. But however, in that time, we're going to be talking about Gen V. We're going to be talking about Predator Badlands, which is right around the corner, which I'm super excited for, which we're going to review when that drops. Can't wait to go to the premiere for that, which is so cool. And also, what's coming up is there something else that's really I'm missing something actually. There's something else that's really coming out that I'm missing. Another else, Zootopia is on the horizon. Black Phone just came out just recently as well, so definitely go check out for the horror movie. But yeah, there's so much on the horizon, so definitely go check it out. So look, I want to say Nothing Guys. 67. I wonder what 67 you mean. 67. I don't know. Not too sure about that one, mate. But yeah, definitely go check out those films. I will also, as I said, we have definitely go check out our socials. Definitely go check out our socials where we have everything coming out. Definitely go do that. Subscribe. As I said, we go live every single week. FS, what's your opinion on Superman and Lois? I loved it, but I still got season 4. Superman and Lois was fantastic. Was fantastic. So, and it's a great telling of the Superman franchise. One of the better shows on CW. It was fantastic. It was so good. Especially the ending was just a fantastic series. Again, I could have used another season, but I think they wrapped up pretty well. I don't think it needed to do any more, especially the fact they wanted that to finish before the brand new Superman. So I don't think in this whole new DC we'll have another Superman-led TV show, not for a while. So it's done a shame, but I think that was a fantastic, and it's, again, it builds upon the legacy of other Superman shows like Smallville, which I'm sure we've all been there and watched Smallville itself. But look, ladies and gentlemen, ranters and rantettes, I want to say a big thank you for everyone who's come past on this episode. Really appreciate it. Every single person, and especially to the Nothing Guy, especially to Dom as well, and FS. Thank you so much for all your questions and for coming past. I do really appreciate it. Also, if everyone doesn't know, we have a live schedule on YouTube that shows you when we'll be going live next. So definitely, please go click that button and go check that so you don't miss a single beat. The Nothing Guy, Brainiac is definitely the next supervillain live action. Yes, they have to do Brainiac. They have to do Brainiac. 110% has to be done. But on James Gunn's tweet, we will see Lex Luthor in his green battle suit. FS. Hope they do go, because it sounds very interesting. I just really want another game. So I'm exactly the same as well, man. I hope you get another game. Bye. W stream, bro. Really, really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, ranters and rantettes, as always, W Streamer, thank you, WS, as well. I appreciate it. Every single one of you. So, as always, until next time, happy ranting.
Thanks for listening to Lights, Camera, Rant. If you like the show, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. While you're at it, leave us a rating and review, and be sure to tell your friends. Until next time, happy